Leipzig.
For the second half, goalless at the break. Petrolul Ploiesti 0, Swansea City 0. 2 changes to the Petrolul 11 at half time, having left the field the tall Feribri Dore up front to be replaced by Abel Kamara, the Guinea-Bissau international, and also leaving the field Pablo De Lucas. And it's an opportunity at the very beginning for his replacement, Felipe Teixeira, the Portuguese former West Bromwich Albion player.
Well, Teixeira here, he's hit the post. It's a great strike, nearly catches Treble out. I mean, it's a lovely touch and bang. Tell you what, on target, that's in. I think it's past Tremel with the power that he's hit the ball.
Corner kick taken, and it's cleared by Pozuelo.
Now, obviously, it's a good start from Petrol. They'll be up for it. You know, that'll be a good start for them.
Leon Britton, the Welsh club representing England, grateful to Britain in the first half. Davis back to Tremel Teixeira, coming close at the very, very beginning of the second half for Petrolul. So the second half, Kevin, starting as the first half finished, with the tempo really, really high, really lively match.
You must admit, for the for the state that it is, the game, and the way that Swansea have got that comfortable lead, the tempo's been really, really good, and really surprising that the supporters are getting behind the team once again in the second half. But Kamara nearly onto a through ball. He's had a touch. He's unlucky. It's been their sort of way through, really, long balls through. But he just gets a touch on it when he comes over his head and just takes it on to Tremel. Good play by Tremel, though.
But they've sacrificed height, 6'4", Feribri Dore, for the zest and the speed of Abel Kamara up front.
Well, I must admit, Dore was didn't look the best, did he? Technically, wasn't the best player I've seen.
Alves, Sonny El Senat, testing Ben Davis, slips. Davis gets a prod to it. This is Alves. Teixeira, he had a good game last week, and he started the second half well as well. Pozuelo, Oban taken down by Michu, and he'll have to watch himself.
Oh, you've got to say that's 3 mistimed tackles, maybe 4. So just got to be very, very careful. He doesn't want to be picking up a booking. He seems to be he likes the sort of European football, doesn't he? He can play any football. His touches are delightful when you watch him play. Very rarely does he give it away.
This is a good run, strong run out of the back by Guilherme.
Amat doesn't want to get involved with the referee. He's been booked. Doesn't want to see him to be disciplined for bad discipline. Much or nothing, though. Just a bit of strength from Amat, and it's a cheap foul, and really cheap foul to be given away as well. You know, this is another opportunity, and Teixeira will have an opportunity maybe to shoot. I'm sure he'll be on the ball.
By the way, Kevin, Chico Flores was not booked in the first half. It was a mistake on the graphics on the screen there when Priso was booked. So Chico Flores not on the yellow card, but Jordi Amat is. And now it's Guilherme, the Brazilian. Can he bend it like a Brazilian?
Well, a chance for him. Can he get it up and over?
Here we go. Guilherme whips the ball straight at Gerard Tremel. Easy catch for the goalkeeper.
Well, 2 things there. The wall's in the right position, and so is the keeper. makes it so easy, makes it look really easy. The one thing that you can say that's positive from the Romanian side is that he's at the target, but it's right down the goalkeeper's throat. He's kept his eye on it.
5 minutes of the second half played. It's Petrolul 0, Swansea 0. Geraldo Alves with a defender's shot. You know about that, Kevin?
Yeah, good clearance. Wasn't the best, was it? Yeah, I think he got a little bit carried away. How he feels when you get into them sort of areas. It was very ambitious, wasn't it? Very ambitious.
Petrolul's league record, by the way, so far, they've played 6 games. They've won 3. All 3 have been away from home. The 3 matches at home were all finished as a draw. So carrying on as they've been playing so far. Kamara to the far post. That was an important header by Angel Rangel.
Well, I tell you what, that was so important, that header. I thought Kamara just got enough on the cross then, but Rangel, overstretched and got a touch on it. Tremble with the recovery. But this is better, isn't it, from Petrol? They're making a game of it. They're trying to get themselves back in the game. They look a little bit better going forward as well. They look as if they've got a little bit more with the substitutions they've made.
And they've got the crowd as well. The atmosphere, as you intimated in the first half, Kevin, really, really lively. Headed out by Amat. Pablo Pozuelo looking for Michu to Rory Donnelly. Now Donnelly, he's got 2 in the middle. He's got Pablo Hernandez square. If he can square it, he can. Hits the post, almost an own goal. Swansea so close to taking the lead.
Well, this is the one thing you've got to look at Donnelly. Has he chosen the right choice? For me, he's got to pull it back for Pozuelo. Pozuelo was pulled off, and he just needs to see him to pull the ball back, but he's tried to find, I think it was Hernandez, who's coming in from the left-hand side. But I think the defender's got a touch on that. It's hit the post and really could have gone anywhere.
Hernandez.
He can't have that many touches. And the amount of times he gets caught in position, in that same position, Hernandez.
Ball from Bujema to Guilherme. Cross into the middle, headed out again by Angel Rangel. Effort from far by Sonny Mustivar. And wide of the post by the Petrolul captain.
Yeah, it was wide, wasn't it? Well and truly wide. But that's a late challenge on Michu. This is a chance that Donnelly gets. He goes forward, he has a good touch. He gets his head up, but he doesn't see Pozuelo, who he should have been pulling. He's only looking one way. He's looking for Hernandez. An interception by the defender. Alves it is. Ball comes off him. It's the post. Good pace on the ball, but he could have easily have pulled it back. That was the ball that was on. He'll be a little bit disappointed when he sees it, but it looks like Tremel's been booked. We've missed that incident.
Yellow card for Gerhard Tremel.
Must be for wasting time, Brent. It's the only thing you can think of.
He joins Jordi Amat in Mr. Kukulakis' little black book. Geraldo Alves almost conceding the opening goal. Britain with the free kick to Ben Davis. This is Pablo Hernandez, back to Davis. Davis through a ball. Alves to Chira. It's a good ball by Chira to Hamza Yunus. Waits for the run from Priso. Stivar. It's a little bit too much on it. And,
still a good tempo to the game. Could easily have come out in the second half and thinking the job was done by Swansea, but the tempo's good, especially the way they pass it. You know, they're not trying to kill the game off by slowing it down, which they could quite easily. I don't think they're looking to go out and win the game again.
Alves looking for Kamara. To Chira. He's brought some impetus into midfield since coming on at half-time. Britain does well under pressure. Michu, he's got Pozuelo This is Ben Davies, heavy touch by Davies, and Alves, the experience.
Very heavy. That's a chance wasted by Ben Davies. Someone like him as well.
Hernandez covering for Davies. Teixeira. Guilherme under pressure. Now then, we've got Kamara in the middle. Hamza Yunus was there as well, cleared out by Chico Flores. This is Teixeira again. Good play by Pozuelo.
Pozuelo has done well, done really well. And the fullback, I think he's gone on the overlap then for Petrolul, and he's not received it. He won't be going on too many others if he don't receive a ball from the wide player.
Over the
Ojamar, I think it was.
Over the 10-minute mark in the second half. Petrolul 0, Swansea City 0. Swansea edging ever closer to the group stages of the Europa League, which hopefully will take them all the way to the final at the Juventus Stadium in Turin on the 14th of May next year. Holders, of course, Chelsea, having beaten Benfica last year. Crude tackle by De Guzman on Sonny Mostiva. Easy decision for the referee.
Well, this is a little bit of play acting, asking for a booking, I think. Just about. He's got what he's wanted. It's a bit clumsy by De Guzman.
Felipe Teixeira to take the free kick for Petrolul, looking for Alves. Comfortable for Tremmel, but threats again from the home side.
Better set pieces, aren't they? This off, there was a lovely set piece and a lovely knockback.
O'Donnelly plays a first-time ball, looking for Pozuelo. Good run by the Spaniard, but easily picked up by Bornescu. Wastes no time in starting the movement again for Petrolul.
But you've got to say that Petrolul, you know, they've not given up the ghost, have they? Could quite easily have, you know, just like Swansea really thinking that they're through, Petrolul thinking that they're out, maybe save themselves a little bit. They're still pushing, trying to get a goal.
Teixeira, very similar to what he did in the first half. He was bossing the midfield with Sonny Mostiva when Ploiesti got the possession. Then looking for the run from Sonny up from the back. Amat with the clearance. Davis to Pablo Hernandez. Donnelly. Oh, poor touch again. He slipped just because he's just not going right for him, is it?
No. I'm sure he'll be happy to be playing. Slightly disappointed in one way. He's had opportunities in the game that he could have done maybe a little bit better. He's still young. He's still learning. You know, and where do you get your experience from? And you've got to say that, you know, Michael Laudrup will give that experience when he can. And this is a game that you can get if somebody like Rory Donnelly a bit of experience. They're getting a little bit carried away, I do feel, the Romanians, by shooting from 40-45 yards out.
Especially when the referee gets in the way. This is Orban up from the back. Again, long range effort, easily through to Gerard Tremmel.
Well, this is ambitious, way out. It's the keeper. Oh, sorry, it's the referee on the back. Wake up, ref, please. Get out of the way.
Guilherme. Alves slides in before Pozuelo. Sonny Mostiva.
I'm not too sure if he's got hit by a frail arm here by Mostiva. And he's holding his face. I'm not sure how much Pozuelo, I think it is. It's gone down. The arm just goes across him. It's unintentional, I believe. Obviously no blood, no harm.
Alejandro Pozuelo. And it's Ki Sung Young who's coming on to replace Jonathan de Guzman, who's been rather anonymous in midfield tonight. De Guzman starting. John Joe Shelby rested. He'll be a little bit disappointed with his shift tonight. So de Guzman off, and it's Ki Sung-young, the tall South Korean, who comes on.
Yeah, played very, very similar. This lad, I feel that when he opens his legs, he just ghosts past people. I don't think that Swansea have seen the best of him yet. I certainly don't. I think he's got a lot more in his locker. I think he can play in one or two positions as well. He has played at centre-back. Well, it's good to have in your side.
Makes the game look so easy, does Ki. Just does the simple things, but does them really, really well. Rangel, Alves, Guilherme. Impressive at left back for Petrolul, the Brazilian Guilherme. Hamza Yunus couldn't get to him before. Rangel, good defending.
Yeah, they still want to keep that clean sheet, don't they? It's very important to them. Very important to a defender and a goalkeeper. I always feel that the goalkeepers get goal bonus. I feel defenders, and I know that goalkeepers do get clean sheet bonuses. I think the defenders deserve it as well. Not because I was a defender.
I was just going to say, Mr. Ratcliffe.
Well, if I was on a goal scoring bonus, I would have scored more own goals.
This is Teixeira whipping the ball in. Tremel easy under pressure from Alves. Keeps the ball in play. Good play by Gerard Tremel.
Yeah, he's not bad to have as a second choice, is he? Seen people, if they catch somebody, get sent off for that. It's Mr. Ferguson.
That was high. Priso to Mustivar. Lovely flick from Teixeira. This is Hamza Yunus. Oh, lovely turn by Yunus. Tries to create space. This is Mustivar, but Chico Flores. Timely interception. Priso, can he get the cross in? Good play by Priso. Cross to the far post, easy for Tremel.
Well, he's read that perfectly all night, hasn't he? Every ball that comes in, if he's had a chance of actually taking it before it gets anywhere, before anybody heads it, he's there.
Ki into space for Rory Donnelly. This is Pablo Hernandez. On a run is Ben Davies, tries to play the ball across to Michu.
I don't think that's a bad ball. That goes into the centre of the goal, past the keeper, and it bounces. And I think if the ball bounces in the box, as a striker, you've got to be nearer than what you were. But who am I to say to Chico, to Michu?
Ki. Britain. He's made a difference since coming on. He's only been on a couple of minutes, but
a bit more strength in the midfield area.
Yep. Pozuelo. Flick by Teixeira. This is Pozuelo. Again under pressure. Oh, does well. Does Pozuelo into the box looking for Michu. He's got Donnelly in the middle. Didn't spot him. Pablo Hernandez.
Oh, that's Michu really could. I don't think he was aware of where Donnelly was, but then when it comes back, I think Hernandez really tries to chip the keeper instead of maybe striking it straight across. Great opportunity. There's a little chip. Keepers are aware of it. Hernandez just doesn't put enough on it. It was on to do. A little bit higher, a bit wider. That's a goal. Yeah, I'd be disappointed. Well, at least he's hit the target. Best chance to Swansea in the second half.
Good play by Bujama, substituted in the first leg, but looking to last the 90 as the Brazilian Romario. Not that one. Another Romario.
Well, there's usually about 30 or 40 of them, isn't there?
Yes.
You've just got to make sure when you're a manager you sign the right one. Younes, I think he might be coming on for, maybe.
It's the captain, Sonny Mustivar, who departs the fray and replaced by the Brazilian Romario. 20 minutes of the second half played.
So where are we, as in league? How far are they into the season?
They played
a couple of weeks? Or?
No, they started back in July with their Super Cup.
So really, fitness-wise, it should be equal.
Yeah. Pablo Hernandez scores the goal on his right foot, flashes it over the bar.
I think this is another one of them that you've got to hit it first time. You know, it's set up for you. Can you bend it? It's got to go into the far corner. It's all set up for you. But he's ruined it, Hernandez, by having another touch. You know, just hits it a bit too late for me. Got to take it earlier on in that move. But if he does hit it, make sure you hit the target. Might have been a suggestion of a little touch by the keeper there as well.
Good ball. Looking for Hamza Younes. Sonny Priso. Sonny continues with the run. Good defending by Jordi Amat. Excellent defending. Pablo Hernandez back helping out Teixeira. Hernandez. Pozuelo looking for Michu.
Alex putting them under pressure still, Swansea, which is great to see.
And there's a first appearance of the season here for Roland Lama, born in the Ivory Coast, but with 5 caps for Belgium, and he replaces the Spaniard Pablo Hernandez. So Lama on, Hernandez off.
Opportunity once again for Lamar. I think he come on at the weekend against Spurs and never really did too much, but be interesting to see where he actually plays himself.
Approaching the halfway point of the second half, as Abel Kamara does well to keep the ball in play. Gets past Jordi Amat. Away comes Swansea. First touch.
Lamar's done well. He's got back. He's helped his full back out.
Sensible use of the bench, Kev, because he's brought Key on, he's brought Lamar on, and he's rested now Pablo and de Guzman.
Yeah, I'm sure it's all towards the weekend, what he's going to be doing, what he's got in his mind.
Lamar did well to hold the line there and to get the cross into the box.
Yeah, like I say, I'm a little bit surprised that Ben Davies has been on as long as he has, considering that they're saying he's a little bit, tired, should we say? Mentally tired as well as physically, maybe. Long season for him as last year. Not expected maybe to play it, bit parts maybe now and again, but not to play the, 99% of the season. After the first game of the season, being thrown in as a young lad, and he's gone from not just being a substitute to being a regular in the Swansea setup to being a regular in the Welsh setup at such a young age. I think he's taken it absolutely fantastic, and he was my vote for Young Player of the Year. Although Gareth Bale got it, I would have voted for him.
Davis, Pozuelo, timing the run was key. He wasn't offside. Looking for Donnelly. Donnelly creates space. Donnelly should have scored. Will he score now? Yes, he will.
I think he's given it offside or a touch. I'm not quite sure.
Play continues. We'll have a chance to have a look at that in a moment or so. Teixeira taken down by Leon Britton.
No.
Yellow card.
You've got to see where the ball goes. The ball goes in Swansea's way. So that tell you that Leon Britton's got a touch on the ball. We don't need replays. Maybe we do. We can be wrong sometimes. It was a bit hard. I actually thought he got the ball. Well, how wrong can you be? You deserve that, Leon.
Captain in Swansea tonight, Leon Britton. As Tremel again backs out the instructions. In front of the bouncing fans behind him. Teixeira leaves the ball against the wall. Another wasted opportunity for Petrolul from Oban with 20 minutes left. And Swansea comfortably on their way into the group stages. Sony headed out by Chico Flores. Donnelly does well, but Alves uses his strength. Donnelly still there. Excellent challenge by Rory Donnelly, timed it perfectly. Alves just getting to his feet. Britton looking for the run from Pozuelo. Offside.
It was offside. I think the two of them, take your pick. And here's a chance for Donnelly. I mean, Key's done well. Could have easily have given a high foot there, but you know, he does well here. Little nutmeg, gets the run of the bounce. Should have done better, really. It's handball that the referee's giving it. He's right there on it. As you can see, he's whistled just before he's put it in the back of the net. But really should have bumped the first chance away.
Chance here for the home side. Scuffed shot. And it's Oban, who should have done better.
Well, I think it's shooting practice for the Romanians tomorrow morning. I mean, they've had one or two opportunities outside to hit the target, they haven't hit, and that one is poor. That is poor. You know, that is like 5 yards wide. Oban playing a little bit further forward in the second half. He's got to do better, surely. I mean, he's trying to get forward as much as possible.
Still goalless at the Ilya Ioana Stadium.
Looks a nice stadium, Bryn. There's another little bit of hands on there.
No offside! And the home side take the lead. Well, he looked a yard offside there. Did Gol Priso. Play continued.
Well, not only did he look offside, he looked maybe a yard or two. Don't know what the linesman was doing if he wasn't offside, but there's a great finish. He gets one opportunity. You take the man off the full-back or the centre-back, I think it's Chico Flores that's playing him on, but still a great finish. You know, great take, got ball on his chest, takes it out of it, gives himself chance. Now to open himself out, he can go either side of the goalkeeper, keeps his eye on the ball, great technique inside of the foot.
So Gol Priso, the Cameroon international, to the home side ahead.
3 to get in the matter of, what is it, 17 minutes or so. It can be done.
Well, not impossible. Lamar.
Not now, anyway.
There it is now. Roland Lamar within a minute of Priso scoring. Anything you can do, we can do better.
Well, I still think that Romanian supporters are celebrating their own goal. Where this goal's come from, I'm not quite sure. I mean, this ball just comes over. It's a big lob to the back stick. Lamar keeps his eye on it. It's a great finish once again, inside of the foot, eye on the ball. It's just a looping ball in by Petrolul, and it's a great finish, Lamar. You know, I don't know what the fullback Sony was doing. Switched off. But you're most vulnerable when you're a goal up. Straight away, a counter-attack and a goal.
So Petrolul Ploiesti 1, Swansea City 1. 6-2 to Swansea on aggregate. Teixeira plays the ball in. And if anybody deserved the goal for the home side, I think that would have been Gol Priso. Very, very lively player on the right wing. Teixeira. Oban again up from the back. Flashes the effort over the bar. It was Bujima, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, Bujima had actually drifted inside here. And tell you what, it's a sweet strike. Just a little bit too high. Tremel's got it covered if he hits the target though. Just can't get enough over it. But well covered by Tremel.
68 seconds separating the goals.
Well, I was at a game, Accrington Stanley in Cardiff last night, and there was 90 seconds between their two goals. What was it, 60? 68 or 60 tonight?
68.
Yeah. Don't take your eyes off.
No. As you said, you're never more vulnerable than after you've just scored a goal. Point proven. Chico Flores at fault for Petrolul's goal played. Priso onside. There was no hint, no question about offside in that one at all.
No, he was well back when he was the last man in defence, but Anias coming on for Swansea for Michu.
Jose Cañas, Spaniard, placing another one. The damage limitation. Still keeping his legs fresh for West Bromwich Albion on Sunday. If he'll still be with Swansea, of course, Kevin.
Yeah, I think there'll be a big weekend this weekend in transfers. Well, it usually happens, doesn't it, when everybody goes away on international duty.
Teixeira, Frenchman but Portuguese international. Good run by Bujuma. Pressure again on the Swansea defence. Sonny to the far post looking for Teixeira. He came off Angel Rangel, and it's a corner kick to Petrolul Ploiesti.
It's a little slight touch by Rangel. But the one thing I can't understand is Petrolul. They've not started with these players. They look better than what they had to start with, and I can't believe that Tremor has not played. You know, that Camara, Mario, you know, that they've not started from the off.
Well, Teixeira, specific because in the first leg, he was one of the better players. Good ball across, 3 against 1. Sonny in with Rory Donnelly.
Well, the one thing you need to do is score goals. Be a bit more poignant when you're going forward, and they haven't looked that going forward. They've looked all right to a certain degree, but they don't look as if they've had somebody to actually open that key to the door. And with Takara, he looks as if he's got that.
Rangel to Ki Sung-young, Pozuelo, Cañas. This is Ben Davis. Swansea having used the 3 substitutes. Davis now has to stay on until the 90th plus minute. We didn't expect that.
I didn't expect it, none at all. I didn't think he'd be maybe rested tonight.
Hamza Yunus. Bujuma running into the box, looking for Bujuma.
Well spotted by Chico though. Chico Flores read that.
Good distribution by Tremel to Key, and he was taken down late. It's a free kick.
I tell you what, there's been 1 or 2 challenges late on, after the Swansea players have passed it tonight. This is the goal. What a great goal! Great take by Priso. Lovely take with his chest, and it opens this is the touch that opens it all up. Either corner. Tremel thinks he's going to go to his right. He decides to go for his left. Second goal in the match. Lamar with just he latches on to something out of nothing. Zulo, it's just a loop over the defenders. A nothing ball really.
Corner to Swansea City. As we approach the last 10 minutes of the 90, there'll be a good 3 minutes added on, I should imagine, by Mr. Kukulakis. As Bornescu defends the corner kick, easy for the Petrolul goalkeeper, and he'll start the counter-attack. Long ball, looking for Priso, the goal scorer.
Yeah, he seems to play better with better players, doesn't he? Priso. He's did quite well in the first half, but he's actually playing a little bit further inside this half than he was in the first.
Pozuelo, Kanyas, one of the 3 substitutes used by Michael Laudrup, Ki Sung-young, Kanyas and Roland Lamar. The goal scorer, replacing Pablo Hernandez, Jonathan de Guzman and Michu Davis. This is Alves. Younis. Priso, goal scorer, putting Petrolul ahead on 72 minutes. The lead, which lasted 68 seconds. A lovely finish by Roland Lamar. His first goal for the Swans, the Belgium international. Guilherme. Abel Kamara. Oban. Sony to Priso. Oban has continued with his run. Kanyas stood his ground. Determined play by Kanyas and Pozuelo. Foul play by Pozuelo.
I'm not quite sure. Which way is he going to give it? Yeah. Priso has got his elbow up a little bit, or his arm.
He's a feisty character, is Priso.
Little nip at his ankles. Just think he put his arm across his body there. He does. Tried a little flick across the face.
And I think he had a go on Kanyas as well there, Kev.
Yeah. Say he's a strong boy though.
Petrolul 1, Swansea 1. 6-2 to the Swans on aggregate. Guilherme plays the ball in, and the header on by Hamza Younis straight to Tremmel. He was offside.
Offside at the back stick, up for the flick on. If it was a Swansea player that touches it, then he's in. But fortunately for him, it's a touch by I think it's Younis, is it? Or Holback.
It was Younis on the far post. Good run by Kamara. Sony. That's Ben Davis. Priso gets the ball in. And there's Britain with a clearance. Guilherme. Oh, lovely ball to the defending by Chico Flores. Back to Guilherme again. Can he get his cross in? He can do. Into the near post. And it's Hamza Younis with the second for Petrolul. It's 6-3 to the Swans on aggregate.
Well, he was the one that's always looking to get in, but he gets across Amat here. He shouldn't be doing this. He shouldn't be getting across his centre-back. They're just stretched a little bit there. And Amat there, he's the wrong side of the man. And Younis gets the touch, and he pays the price, does Amat, for being the wrong side of the man. I mean, if he's that side of the man, he's got to have the man in front of him, so he's in an offside position. It's a great cross, great finish, but I'm afraid it's poor defending by Amat.
Hamza Younis' 7th goal of the season and his 3rd in the Europa League, adding to the scoop the 2 he scored away against Vikingur in the Faroe Islands. Still about 6 minutes plus stoppage time to play. Pozuelo, well, he'll have to watch himself. There's a yellow. Is there a card here for Pozuelo?
Well, I think he will get a yellow card, but there's no need from this. The game's gone. You know, making something out of nothing. Pozuelo really needs to get out of the way. Needless bookings.
Well, he joins Tremmel, Amat and Britain.
I think he might feel a little bit aggrieved here, Pozuelo, because he's had a few hands in the faces.
This is Mario's
getting involved, and no need to. Making something out of nothing.
So Swansea trailing 2-1 on the night, leading 6-3 overall. Looking forward to the draw for the group stages to be made tomorrow in Monaco. Same time as the Champions League draw as well. Ball still in play, but Donnelly couldn't quite get there.
No, he's got a full 90 minutes, Donnelly. It'll do him the world of good. So this is the goal. This is say that he's got the wrong side of him as Ahmed. He gets no opportunity to put a challenge in. If he does, he fouls the man. And Younis with the final touch.
There's a hint of offside in the build-up to the play. Play continued. This is the goal scorer, Younis, to the other one, Priso. Oh, lovely turn by Oban, who's definitely playing further up the field now. Rangel, the experience, lets the ball run out. We're into the last 5 minutes.
I think for the Swansea Petrolul goal is that the two centre-backs in Flores and Ahmed were just too far apart. You know, you've got to close that gap and make it shorter, and they've been punished for it. And really, it's the first time in the gap that they've been more than maybe 10 yards apart. They've been excellent tonight, the two of them. They've got a good understanding. But sometimes it's about concentration level, and especially in the last 10 minutes, you're getting a little bit more tired. You take a few more chances, and it's just getting a bit scrappy now.
And it's Chico Flores. He does go into the book now.
Well,
so the 5th Swansea player to go into the referee's book, Chico Flores. Oh, he's been sent off.
Has he been sent off? What's this for? No.
Has he?
No, I don't think he's been sent off. He's just jogging back in position.
No, he just took the red card out to make room for the yellow.
He hasn't got deep pockets then, eh?
For a moment there.
I'm not too sure what he got booked for. Was it stopping the free kick? Picking the ball up? Leon Britton been sent off?
It's Leon Britton who's been sent off.
So does that mean that Flores hasn't been booked?
Well, Leon
a little
Britton,
bit sort of not aware of what's happening here.
So Leon Britton obviously has seen a second yellow card and has been sent off. Swansea down to 10 men. And it's all the pressure from Petrol. Good play from Kanyas to Lamar, scorer of Swansea's goal. Key, if he can hold his run. And Donnelly runs after the ball, but he's got Sonny there. Good play by Donnelly.
Well, he's got no chance of getting it, but what he does the best, he stops them getting a breakaway, especially when they're down to 10 men. He might have to drop just a little bit deeper.
Goals for Priso and Younis for Petrolul. Lamar for Swansea. Shot from far. Flashes wide of the post, and it's all Petrolul at the moment.
Well, the shots that they have had from outside the box, they've not really hit the target. This is the nearest they've got. But I do believe that Swansea are making harder work of this after being so professional. You know, they've really sort of just been a little bit lax. They're sending off. He's got to stay on. They've had the substitutions.
Well, he must have said something.
Well, I think maybe he kicked the ball away and it wasn't Chico Flores that we thought it was, and that Chico Flores got booked. The booking must have been, like you said, you've seen the red card, and maybe he wasn't making room for the yellow card to go back in, but he was getting the yellow card or the red card out to deliver to Leon Britton. So he's got his yellow for Leon Britton and realised it was the second yellow, so he gets a red. So I wouldn't imagine that Chico Flores has got a booking. Once again, you see the goal from Younis. It's a great striker's goal, getting across the defender, but poor defending.
As he hobbles off the field, scorer of Petrolul's second goal, Hamza Younis. Tunisian international.
I'm going to call 4 or 5 minutes of extra added on time.
We're into the last minute of the 90. If you had to choose a man of the match, Kevin, who would you go for?
Well, you know, until the last maybe 5 minutes, the two centre-backs have done really well. But for me, once again, Michu, with his, you know, his vision, his touch, and his first time passing. You know, once again, it's been delight, and the way that he's actually showed, and the attitude and professionalism that he showed to play that he has played, the way that he has played tonight. No, they'll be rather pleased with themselves, even though they're losing the game. Then they're down to 10 men. Professionally, I think they've gone about it. It's only in the last sort of 5-10 minutes they've lost the discipline a little bit, which has been impeccable, you know, early on in the game.
3 minutes added at the end of the 90 for the 10 men of Swansea. Leon Britton, the captain, sent off after 86 minutes. Swansea trailing 2-1. Petrolul Ploiesti 2, Swansea 1. 6-3 over the 2 legs, and Swansea making their way into the group stages. The draw will be made tomorrow. Good play by Pozuelo. This is Romario, pressurised by Rory Donnelly. Good play by Donnelly and by Ben Davis.
Well, it's good to see they're not just sitting off them with 3 minutes of added time to go. Still closing down.
All the goals in the second half. Teixeira on as a substitute, but should have started. Very, very lively player in midfield.
Just getting a bit of cramp now. Rory Donnelly, he's worked hard. You know, there's things there he can learn from. And overall, I think as a team display, you know, Swansea will be very, very pleased in the way that they've approached this game. Very professional. And, you know, disciplined. It's only, like I said, until the last 3 or 4 minutes that it's got a little bit of out of hand.
Guilherme flashes the ball across. Couldn't find Abel Kamara, the left back, up in the attacking mode for Cosmin Contra. Bujema looking for the big men. There was a shove there, surely. Oban, oh, he should have scored. Ovidio Oban.
Well, he's had more chances in the game than anybody else, and he's the centre-back. It's a pity he hasn't hit the target once. And I think there's 3 opportunities there for him.
How disappointed will Michael Lauder be that they've lost the match?
I think, you know, the negatives are that, you know, he'd be disappointed. Britain sent off, the bookings that they've all received. That's the disappointment of the evening. But the positives are, it's a very, very good professional display tonight, even though they've lost the game 2-1. It's only in the last maybe 10 minutes that they've come to life. And they look at a little bit of a threat, and only a little bit of a threat. Otherwise, I think they've been sound defensively. Midfield done really, really well as Swansea, and Michu once again linking up with everybody. Looks a class player.
Teixeira, Romario. We've played the 3 minutes added by the referee, and Oban comes close again. Well, he's tried everything as Ovidio Oban. Goes out for a corner kick.
Very close, wasn't it? But once again, defending, coming out, get a touch on it. It's got to be closed a little bit quicker, I must admit.
Should be the last action of the match as Mr. Koukoulakis blows the final whistle. Swansea City's first defeat in their European campaign, losing 2